This is so beautiful. I had no idea.
Oh my gosh, this is magical to be out here today.
So we drove down all the way from Grand Rapids.
Beneath the surface of Florida's waterways,
they're beautiful.
A crisis.
I'm in love with them.
Manatees dying at a record rate, 1,100 dead in 2021. Double the average. They're starving to death.
There isn't enough food near the warm water source. They're faced with either starving or going further in the cold water to feed, and that's where they get cold stress.
It's been declared an unusual mortality event and means more manatees ending up here at Jacksonville Zoo's Manatee Critical Care Center. Craig Miller says they've treated more in the past year than ever before, and they're full.
So we had animals that they were starving last winter and never really recovered through the warmer months.
As the manatees huddle for warmth in the winter, crowds huddle to see them, taking for granted the sight of clear waters, unaware of the manatees' murky future.
We are at a critical moment.
We're at Blue Springs State Park, and right now there are a record number of manatees here just within reach of us.
It's a glimmer of hope, but experts tell us moments like these are fleeting. Their habitats and their food sources are being destroyed.
If we do not turn around the health of these waterways that will foster regrowth of these important grasses, we are going to lose our manatee population.
The St. John's Riverkeeper, Lisa Reineman, says seagrass is a manatee's main food source, and what's killing it is us. Pollution from fertilizers and septic tanks feed the growth of toxic algae, which then blocks the sunlight, preventing the seagrass from growing. The algae is blamed for more than half of Florida's manatee deaths last year.
Right now, the rules don't protect the river, and it's all about disposal instead of a long-term solution.
Further north on the St. John's in October, the St. John's Riverkeeper found the level of algae bloom toxins 300 times higher than the safe level for swimming.
Further south, in the Indian River Lagoon, the Water Management District says nearly 50,000 acres of seagrass vanished.
We need to do everything we can to help restore the food sources in the Indian River Lagoon and help relieve that population, but also prevent a crisis here in the St. John's River.
Manatee advocates are now suing the Environmental Protection Agency, claiming when it comes to water quality standards, they're doing the exact opposite of their name. In December, an unprecedented program to save the manatees began by feeding them directly. Feeding manatees is illegal under state and federal law, but these teams have permission, distributing hundreds of pounds of romaine lettuce near this Cape Canaveral power plant.
State wildlife officials say the manatees are eating, but it may not be enough.
Despite the rescue efforts, more than 260 manatees have died through the second week of February.
We can all do our part, but we also have to hold our government to their part to make sure there's sustainable long-term policies and that we prevent pollution and maintain water in our systems.
When you dive deeper, it becomes crystal clear.
It's not just about manatees, it's about the entire ecosystem. And if we're saving the ecosystem, we're really saving ourselves.
In Blue Springs State Park
and Jacksonville Zoo,
Renata Gregorio
and Leah Shields, First Coast News on your side.